Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to more Danganronpa with Spookie, where last time we crawled out of the trash pit, and now we challenged Monokuma to the final battle. All the doors have been unlocked, and we have to prove that Monokuma is the one behind the murder of Mukuro and a whole bunch of other stuff. But yes.
Yeah.
Because that proves that they broke their own rules and did it wrong, and thus we win. So we need to defeat them that way. Where do you want to go first? Second floor is right here if you want to check this out.
Let's just do everything in like ascending order.
The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it.
We have to do it.
This is the second floor of the dorms.
Oh my
Looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up in here or something.
Oh my goodness. Blood.
More of that not pink blood.
Yes.
This is the voice out there.
Maybe not everyone bleeds Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah. Just us in the school do, I guess. I don't know. Look,
Right.
this just like our room, only there's debris everywhere. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. No, we have more than four coins now.
Oh my goodness.
I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Is there literally nothing in here? Guess not. As Kyoko said, though, there's no cameras up in this part.
Right.
Just blood stains everywhere. Must break into the girls' bathroom. This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in.
Ma'am. You gotta investigate everything.
Wow, there's fish. I can't
Oh
click
my
on the notes.
gosh. They must be fake.
Yeah, they have to be fake. Or either that or Monokuma takes care of them.
I mean, I guess.
This looks like some sort of locker. Before going in there, I just want to...
Giraffe.
Room here. Let's go into the giraffe room. So,
An Anubis eye.
the Eye of Ra, or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, Eye of Ra. No. I mean, like, I don't know.
Or
what to call
their
it.
eye, there's like two eyes, I can't remember. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. They're kind of beat up a bunch. I guess let's
Where's
check them all.
Sigma whenever you need him?
Yeah, Sigma would save us. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Got money out of it, though. This one. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Okay, I'll only try the ones that aren't, like, completely destroyed. Wonder if I could open this locker. Rattle, rattle. Nope, locked. You said you would unlock all the doors, Monokuma, you liar! There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. You have to use your e-handbook to open these up. So does that mean? Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran across the card reader. And then... no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it. Which means none of us can do it. I'm still gonna try them all. If I can open this locker. Nope, locked. Card reader. It's pretty similar, yep.
We go back to the school, not the school, but the first floor, and see if there are new player handbooks.
Oh, that's a good thing. That's true. We
Yeah.
forgot all about that plot. I'm just gonna try more of these. Nope.
Not
okay.
player handbooks. What am I thinking? I'm thinking
E-handbooks.
of D&D.
Yeah. Nope, not that one. One of these might just be unlockable, you don't know.
Am I speedrunning it?
Yeah.
Holy moly, you're fast.
I can't imagine what... I can't imagine any way to get this locker. That one's counts as one of the broken ones. Yep, I wasted time. Let's leave this place. I don't see anything else worth it. There's a trash can, but we can't look at that. But you're right, we should look at the e-handbook section. I want to go this way first, though, so we're just finished in here, you know? Nice room. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It is the headmaster's private room.
Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time.
Huh? A regret? Guess I'll just ask you, what's this over here? Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is this some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out.
A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall.
Like how the map shows there's a room there. Open space,
Right.
Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room?
I think I might know how to open it.
You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password, and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is that it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from here.
Only we have the ultimate programmer. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all of the paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I can think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this,
I see.
she's not gonna finish it.
Oh, let me look at it. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left in it.
Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points of some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure.
But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have.
The ultimate despair has been added to the truth bullet section. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh?
Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want.
Okay. So do I, go over here again? You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know your guess is wrong.
Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Beep curve.
Oh my god.
What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko.
That's how she's handled it. She's basically just pushed herself away from her father so much. And now whenever she figures out that that he loved her, and it's like awful. Oh my god!
Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. That? A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what it made it so unusual. I'm more interested in this.
Me too.
I better check out the suspicious present before I do anything.
Look at the picture.
Fine, I'll look at the dang present. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto.
Why? You think it's dangerous?
No, not dangerous. Bit surprising, probably.
Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is. At the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see.
Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway,
Just don't scream or anything, okay?
Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream?
I scream!
Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Now you grab the bones, and you, like, drum on the head. Now you got a percussion instrument. Just as I thought.
What? What do you mean, just as you thought? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body.
That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box.
My father.
Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him.
Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she'd been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we already have, that's the only possible answer.
So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. According to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. Seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. And then all your stuff. I'll just skip through it, but basically, only the 16 participants have been here.
Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only one who lives here, the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, It doesn't take much to assume
In other words,
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption, anyway.
As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? Flashback. Pride in order to enter Open Peak, etc. Would you really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present has been added to the tooth bullet section. Now can I look at the picture? Huh? This picture? It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko. She's more surprised by this than the skeleton.
Right.
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect from me? What do you expect me to do now?
Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself. To cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, even still my only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father?
Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster has been added.
I mean, I don't know.
There have
You're
certainly been
somebody
worse
else.
fathers.
Yeah, I think so.
This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look. But I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff.
Hey,
It's fine. Check whatever you want.
Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top. You're supposed to start at the bottom. But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
well,
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
Look, maybe he just didn't want to be a detective, okay? Like, he has...
now.
I mean, I guess, but still. If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have just been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. You're just trying to make yourself feel better.
Headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission. She doesn't care.
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like.
Are you sure?
because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't.
Okay then, if you don't mind. She goes to the boys' bathrooms all the time.
She does.
Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... is this? It says in case of emergency. It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words,
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is.
I think you're probably right.
it would seem...
It might prove useful as we encounter our investigation. Why don't you try hold on to it?
Huh? But Kyoko.
I
don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here.
Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Headmaster's e-handbook has been added.
Hey,
Listen, Makoto,
Huh?
can I ask you a favor?
Favor? What is it?
so
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but
hey,
could you leave?
Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I just like to be alone for a bit.
Kyoko.
Don't worry. I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a
I
second.
need to get my emotions in order.
You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But...
Maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Also, what were you gonna say?
Never mind.
Oh, sorry. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory.
A game
I'm gonna bite you. And this isn't the issue that can't be settled with theories. The picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. The problem can't be solved so easily.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself.
Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Okay. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Sudden skeleton. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. When to finalize the plan to isolate him was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster's a man in his late 30s. He's somewhere in this school right now, and he was. You were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... Yeah, the
Yeah.
16 students, yes. Just
This
reminding you.
one's okay.
15 of us met in the mail hall, and add Mukuro to the mix, and you get 16. And then including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. I remember all this.
Right.
Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are... me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Nina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Well. Also, so now there's a skeleton in a box. You remember that intro thing we saw where there was the guy in the rocket and then he went up into space and then he came down and he was a skeleton?
Oh.
Sure, that's Kyoko's father, yes.
Oh my god. No, that's awful.
First death we saw was him. Well, we have the code thingy now. Let's open some stuff. Wonder if I can open this locker. Card reader. So I get the locker open. After all, it's perfect. Yes, I know. E-handbook. Yes, I know yours. Use the other one. Wait, but what about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Yes, do it. the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and... Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. This locker is totally disorganized. Interesting. I got D&D dice in there.
Let's see. Well, it kind of looks like someone who's a bit like Hero.
This locker's totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life.
Hero. I think Hero's room was actually a mess too.
The bathroom was, yes. Actually, his room was too, yes, actually. Yeah, right. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of study. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. The moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of uneasiness I may have had evaporated. Yasuhiro Hagakure. Says I. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. If we were all sucked into this evil world, we never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Locker notebook has been added to the truth bullet section. Interesting. There's also whatever this is. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball. No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible.
See, I'm telling you, that's why I hate him. It wasn't just random. He's just horrible.
Let's open some more. Locker open. Now let's see what we've got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay, that one's worthless. This thing's practically empty. But it's not completely empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting. All the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. It's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter, and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster, and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world, to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hadn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Yes, my father, my daddy-o. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so we survive something. What is
Among
this?
Us.
What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? There's a second despair. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. Interesting. There's two despairs. The more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? Notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro. And a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if we want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Let's break into this locker. Nope, don't see anything that could be a clue. What about this one? Nothing in that one. Is that one even one I can open? Yep. Nothing in that one. And that one's off the hinges, so that one doesn't count. Okay. Now what do you think?
So, I'm thinking that maybe that wasn't actually Kyoko. I'm thinking that perhaps that was someone else talking about their father.
Someone else's dad was the headmaster.
Right. That's my assumption, anywho.
Kyoko, you got a twin sister?
I mean, I don't know. Well, we'll see.
Okay, we finished that place. What was the next place you wanted to look? Oh yeah, the e-handbooks in the front.
Yeah.
We'll check there real quick. It's not one of the places mentioned, but might be worth
Well, I
checking
know
out.
that, but I was curious. Even though we don't
Bastard.
need it anymore, of course.
Yeah, because we already got in. I'm just gonna check it anyway. This was the thing they're in, right? Handbooks of all the students who have died have been placed in here. They're all dead because of the mastermind. Nope, nothing to say. Okay.
Strange.
Okay, then there's the Monokuma door. There was the biolab. And then we can also recheck the dojo and the garden. Which place you want to hit first?
We'll just go with the one that's closer, I think.
I think
We'll just
fourth
work our
floor
way
is
up.
closest, yes.
This makes the most sense to me.
Go to
That
the
way
lair
we're
of
not
Monokuma.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah,
So I figured, if all the doors at school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
but
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that'd really suck. So, you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up.
I don't think she meant that.
Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. You know, reached over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. Throw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than expected. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Okay, what are we looking at in here first? There's only 3 things.
Let's look at the main screen, I guess.
What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean...
okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just... Or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already chopping away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room.
Uh-oh.
Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center. Took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. The Data Center. That's right next door. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably go check it out. Probably better to go check it out. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. You want to check anything else first, or?
Let's check the hatch.
There's some kind of hatch on the floor. Right now, I need to go check out the data center.
Okay, fine.
I'm sure the hatch is not important. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Monokuma, how you doing? Hey!
Give me all your donuts.
Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Aw, man. Busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Wait, so should you be reading this? I'm confused.
Oh, it's still being spoken through Monokuma's mouth, so I'll go with you doing it.
Okay.
Like, I assume it's got a
Anyway.
voice modulator thing on it.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Anyway, what's this? Some kind of remote control camera setup?
Don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from here.
Found
From
it.
in here. Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button.
Whatever you do, don't push it!
Too bad.
Aw, man.
Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside. What does it do?
Makes a Monokuma.
It births one. No,
You give birth to your own personal Monokuma.
Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just... Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma? What? For real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. They've just been sitting in this room watching screens.
Right.
Yeah, they were definitely in here. Like, they use the data center to look at all, like, the cameras, and then whenever they want to be Monokuma, they just come into this room and spawn him in whatever room he's supposed to go in.
True.
Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
Maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time.
Kyoko's theory was right.
But
But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... Here, by the way, reminder of this.
Yeah, only the fourth time you've seen it.
They want to really remind you that's what we're playing with here. Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma control room has been added to the truth bullets. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Uh-oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay?
'cause I mean,
Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something. Can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like,
so
you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Can I check this now? Dakota, let's hurry up and get out of here. Okay, fine. We'll ignore the
Oh
hatch.
my god. Never look at the hatch.
Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Ah, the door. It just locked on its own. What? Hand shot up to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why?
Of course, it's locked because the data center is now restricted.
Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if the room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would be if the school mascot just up and stopped moving.
Then that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are.
So, right now, you're being operated by someone in that room.
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
That doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone.
Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you weren't just thorough as you could have been? The hatch. Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch?
No way. The hatch on the floor.
Too bad. That was your big chance and you blew it. Boy, fucking tried, damn it. Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating.
And Kyoko just comes in with her key and just unlocks it again.
Right.
Which you can't open. Yeah, I guess that'll work. Anyway.
I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace.
He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you've got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See ya later. Lena took off at a full sprint. And I have to do what I can, too. That's the only way forward. Okay, I guess we'll go to the headmaster room now.
Right. Oh my
This is the
goodness.
headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. What should we look at first?
Look at the files on the floor.
There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Okay, what next?
Let's look at how the rewards are the exact same as they are right before the gym.
There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. There's a shield in there.
A shield? Where?
I don't see one.
I think he's flying.
The sword. Did he need to say sword? He meant sword, didn't he?
Yeah, probably.
He misspoke. Don't be mean to him. What next? Bookshelf, book, rich guy.
Bookshelf.
Okay. The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Okay, now what?
Alright, let's talk to Rich Boy.
Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78, student registry. It contains profiles for all of us, and Mikuro.
So, in other words...
Apparently Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found out Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words...
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ukusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko is in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So, in other words...
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. And then this song again.
Oh my goodness.
Do. Song of whenever something big is revealed. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. Also, nice picture of her. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. The Ultimate Soldier is dangerous? Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I wanted to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. Maybe the headmaster was afraid of what they were capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class 78. Yeah, look at that. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
What is it?
Whenever in the bath scene, didn't Celeste have like I know it's a stretch, but didn't she have like hair like that? Or am I making
Well,
a
she
stretch?
had, there was like a towel on her head, but it was kind of a small towel, and a lot of people theorize that that means that she actually just has the short hair, like the big drills are like attachable, detachable.
Yeah.
But they may
That's
look
right.
similar, but I don't think that's her, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Just thought.
She's not goth though, so it can't be her.
No, but she does look edgy.
Further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Very important. Just like how we have that for all the students.
She's a string bean.
Yeah, a tiny soldier.
Right.
Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? Wait, is he trying to say? There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I just suggest you pay attention. Advice? For me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Okay, guess I'll check this book. Oh, this is the thing he was talking about. And Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro is apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Mukuro Ukasaba, part of the Ultimate Despair. Which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then, why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? Well, I mean, just because they both hate the world doesn't mean that they're friends, you know?
True.
Just... yeah.
Mutual ideals. And friendships are based on the people.
Okay, you want Biolab, you want to recheck the garden, or recheck the dojo?
Are we gonna do all of them? So
Yeah.
I guess we'll just go with whatever's closer.
I think this was the closest. Toko, our favorite character. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting that you want me out of your sight?
Yes.
No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figure since this place were related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your
Don't tell
problem?
me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds it out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with it. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept... well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going.
She's losing her mind even more.
There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. Found a clue in here, but it was just the Mastermind's attempt to frame Kyoko. I guess this room's a bust. It was just Toko. It was as useless as the girl in it. Okay.
This is why I love you.
Huh? It's gone. Makuro's body. It's not here?
You know, you think that they keep that just in case.
Maybe it's in here. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I better check just to be sure. Maybe it walked over here.
It's
I
in
didn't
the
find
plant.
anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... I have no idea where. But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. Then this originally came from the Biolab? Tarp has been added to the truth bullet section. I'm gonna look at that pickaxe too. Is there anything that sticks out about them? Why a hard look? I don't see anything. I want the pickaxe. I just want to click on it again. It's that pickaxe. On the handle it says, Crazy Diamond. It's the same thing that was written on the back of Mondo's coat. This pickaxe is connected to Mondo somehow. Strange. We got lockers with the Asahiro stuff, and we have just a pickaxe with his thing on it. But that's all I really needed to check here. But where could her body have gone? I better start looking for it. Well, we're going to the biolab anyway, so...
Well, if it's anything like, spoilers, by the way, if you haven't watched our playthrough or played the game of, Virtue's Last Reward, look, at the end of the game, they had, like, stuff that you can use to get someone out of something with. So maybe it's symbolizing that those characters aren't actually dead. And maybe use that item to get them out. So, like, I don't know, Mondo's probably locked in some sort of rock dimension.
Interesting.
Maybe. Also,
The
raw
bile.
backwards is war.
Ah, that's true. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Okay, let's check the tarps first. There's a stack of tarps here. So what's on all those? There's like a bunch of specimens over there. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of these things for lately. Okay, what do you want to click on?
Let's look at the desk.
Ugh, it's so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out.
Well, it's a freezer, so...
It's a biolab. Why is it freezing? There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, lights are not blue. They're not lit.
I guess you're right, but don't they have, like, specimens they need to keep cold?
Maybe. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Oh, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Try opening one. There's some kind of weird machine or something built at the wall. Yes. To the left are off. Right hand lights are off. Now I guess I'll check the desk.
Wait, hold on. How many people are dead?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
See.
No, wait, I didn't count Makuro. 10 are dead.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Well, looking around, I think I get it. Seems clear to me now. It's some kind of makeshift morgue. Biolab secret has been added to the truth plot section. About those lights by each slot. Now, there's 8 right there. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. So I can just check myself who is alive. Let's see. Let's see. You dead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then Mukuro. Slot is occupied.
10.
Yeah. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue. Another one of the victims is... Biolab lights has been added. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died. And that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option.
So there's 9 lights on.
Yeah. So what does that
One
mean?
of them isn't dead.
Dun dun dun. But who is not dead? Some kind of weird machine. Yeah, I know. I guess none of this... I guess I got what I needed for this place.
Well, if I had to say, if there was one person out of anyone that would not be dead,
Since Mukuro's body disappeared from the garden, could it be in here? I need to check, but I have no idea how to open this thing. You just read the instructions again.
it would be Mukuro, of course. Again, highly doubt they just not introduce a character and just killed him off screen for such a bullshit reason.
Yeah, I guess I'm not allowed to look at any art. Guess we'll leave. Is it time?
Ding dong, ding bong.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Instant transmission to the gym.
Yes, become Goku.
Oh, hey, hero.
Mukuro?
Why'd you act so surprised?
Oh, no reason.
You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say?
I just did, actually, on my way out.
You already talked to him? What'd he say?
Listen, sorry, but I gotta go.
Hero, wait! There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal.
He's sus.
Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time?
Duh.
Look, we get to do this nice intro for another time.
He's the only one here.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
Envelope? This thing? This must be the envelope.
Hoo-hoo. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Worry, just get on with it.
Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Wow. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. Everyone has a uniform except Leon and Celeste, I guess. Actually, a lot of people wore different stuff, but
Junko has such a cool outfit too.
yeah,
Love her tie. Very cool.
yeah, I can't see her face though.
Same blocked.
And yeah, Mukuro's right there.
But wait, no. No, that's weird. Where the fuck is Makoto?
Maybe he's the one taking the picture.
I don't think so.
Who's taking the
think
picture?
they have it on
Featured a bunch of faces I recognized.
Monokuma.
Extremely. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but There's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, but that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Mikuro Ukasaba? It's a low-resolution picture of her. Wait, then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that... Just having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Well, not everybody. I mean, Celeste is just wearing the same exact thing.
Right.
She refuses to wear uniforms. You can't make her wear anything else.
Right.
And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. Also, I will present this as further evidence that Celeste is just, like, lonely in her own seclusion. She's just in the background, looking away.
Right. She just... Wow.
I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real... then could that mean... could it be... everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long are you gonna keep up this rambling? Soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
I don't know if that's true, but I'm gonna say it is.
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way of standing there, aren't you? You know? So, I mean, get out.
But
I told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd totally be out of left field.
I guess that
Now
means
what
he's
do I
done
say?
talking. Darn it. Group photo has been added. Group photo has been added to the truth bullet section. So in the end, all I found in the gem was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gem dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. So do I have to, like, find everybody now? Yes, that's the plan. Let's see where... well, everybody... somebody was there, though. Okay, before I go up to the archive, go back to the dormitory zone. Nobody's in there right now. You're in the dining hall, so I'm going to you first.
Makes sense.
Start on the lower floor and head on up. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto? Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast, I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina, why? Why won't you talk to me?
Oh my god.
What?
I have an idea.
Yeah?
Maybe what you said was right. Maybe Makoto did take the picture. But maybe the last person that Muko Ikasawa? What if Makoto is just one of the people following behind her?
You mean ultimate despair?
Right. Strange. Just a thought.
Was it the archive he was in? I thought I saw somebody was in here.
Would explain why I didn't show up in the picture. And why, like, we literally see, like, none of her face for one, and for two. Just, like, a surprise, she's part of this too.
Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me.
Rude.
How rude! Anybody on this floor? No. Nobody on this floor. We got... Go with the Yasuhiro first. I guess Toko's in...
the hero.
Toko went to the morgue, so she probably fainted because there's bodies in there.
I think so. Well, she didn't see any blood, though.
That's true, as long as they're not bloody bloodies, I don't know. But
Yeah.
if they are bloody, then I don't know. Hey, hero!
I'm Makoto.
What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that.
No, No. Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry.
Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? Still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why?
Strange can be.
Go down the long hallway. So wait, there's like windows on the... I guess they do that in classes.
Rah.
I decided to visit the biolab one more time. The first thing I saw when I got there was
Oh my
her
God.
passed out again. Huh? Toko. Oh no, she did open it. Quick, ignore her and look at that. It's open. Oh, but Toko.
You mean genocide, Jill? Don't get too close.
Toko, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? Wah!
It's cold, super cold. It's so cold. I think I might catch a cold.
If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep? Oh, I must have fainted again.
Aha!
I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Have you reached
Oh,
that
then
certain
what?
age?
Not bothered, straight up horny.
Okay, so why did you pass out?
I don't know. Last thing I remember was me, well, waking up just now. What did you do to Miss Maruse?
Miss Morose.
Miss Maruse, oh, whatever, I don't know.
Miss Sad and Gloomy.
Right.
Oh, that's right, your memory stops and starts each time you switch.
Bingo bazinga. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate.
You SOB!
And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory.
No, it's more like half. Genocide Jack's memory has been added to the Truth Bullet section.
But all I want to know right now is where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat.
I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around somewhere, doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself.
I assume so.
Oh, I'm on fire!
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to anything. Comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't imagine how lonely he must be right now. crazy laugh.
Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. Ah, I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Oh, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Maybe it has to do with this.
Yeah, it was open.
The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. Somebody said that must be why she passed out. Oh, it's you.
Right.
She faints so easily.
Kyoko,
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it?
are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry.
No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen,
But listen, about this room.
Oh yeah, it's...
it would seem...
It's a morgue.
yeah.
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was there, and... well, there you have it.
You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed must have sneezed. Once I got in here, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagined she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there,
That's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway,
anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that.
Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this.
Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait for a second before closing it,
Huh? How come?
because Mukuru's body is in here.
Mikura's corpse? Mikura's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial.
The mastermind did it? It's they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body.
Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail.
Okay, so what should I do?
So then,
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished.
Just wait over there? That's it? Like, the desk? I've already looked through this instruction manual. More importantly, it's a fridge meant restoring dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. Ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something.
What is it?
It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier.
whew,
You mean the one about the hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer.
Huh? Why not?
because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint, at this point, would be confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer.
That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. So, like, now what? How do I make time pass? Let her do her thing. I'm gonna look at these.
Yeah.
Not lit on that
It
side.
would seem...
It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied.
So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's. There's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? Biolab lights has been updated.
Why do you say that like it was a surprise? Whenever he was in here, they were all...
He didn't notice before, though. But I'm pretty sure he just noticed what you noticed before, that there's only 9 and there should be 10.
Right.
You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. Ah, it's the same as the one I found in the garden tool shed. If I remember, that tarp, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. That's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Interesting.
Whew.
Okay, Makoto. I'm done.
Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll take my report. I'll make my report brief. Jeez.
So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and the blow of to the back of the head were inflicted after her death.
So the knife and the blow to the head with the pipe were done after they were already dead. It's not the cause of death. Really?
The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings.
So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So are the ones that were several days old the ones that killed them? The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Strange. I don't know, I guess she could have been poisoned. Like, I don't know. Where does it say they're old?
Huh?
Because
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago.
I guess I don't see the difference.
wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they gave.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old,
However,
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds makes it sound as if they're been there forever, like they're not related to the murder.
Are you saying they are? Well, we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days?
What?
at the very least,
Certainly, you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you?
One of many?
right.
A detective who doesn't have supernatural powers, there's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each other of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you that doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
Yoko's account has been added.
hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know, the condition of the body,
Now's the
now
time.
is the time.
Come to think of it, there's one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals for 31, 22, 32. Did I get it all right?
You remembered all that?
They are indeed consistent with a corpse.
So then,
indeed.
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim, in this case, is without a doubt Mukuro Ikusaba.
she is confirmed dead.
Okay, got it.
She's not still alive somewhere.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask?
Yeah, I think so.
so then,
Then, it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here.
Oh wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kinda sad leaving it out like this?
Why?
Sad. Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair.
But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow?
Well, yeah, but still.
whew.
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling.
But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then,
I think we've done all we could do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes?
Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now, you'll never get the chance.
Oh my god, don't say it like that.
I mean, there'll be a whole trial. I can just show it to her then. It's not a big deal. But hey, Kyoko,
True.
I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then. Out with it.
Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So,
What do you mean?
Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to.
Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers?
I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine these lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to the area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to those lockers. And if I did have my pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in the locker?
Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
what? If that's true,
Could that mean that video is real too?
Video?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined.
Well, what are you talking about?
I need to go investigate these lockers, right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes.
Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So,
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it is my locker.
Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense.
A DVD? Class 78, urgent interviews. This is class number 78, urgent interviews.
So,
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just wait and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us ever seen before.
None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Interview DVD has been added to the Truth Bullet section.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble?
Rambo?
In other words,
So, as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings.
Talking about your dad, right?
I can never find the answer to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life.
All because of the mastermind.
However,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that.
Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind.
It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess.
She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So, that's it for my rambling. There's still too much to do before I can consider my task complete.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There is only, ever, one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's greatest truth or the worst.
What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up on hope.
Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know?
Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you in the class trial.
Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Well, let's instant transmission down here.
Let's make like Moscow and rush there. Rush in there. Well,
Yeah, let's just go to that spot. That's close enough.
that joke did not land. Anyway,
Rush in, like Russia, Moscow, Russian, like
Yeah.
Moscow. Yes.
yeah.
Sorry, I was distracted looking at the map.
It is okay.
There's absolutely nothing in here. It's just a normal empty cardboard box. With money in it. So there was something in it.
Oh, money.
This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka. Took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. And there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was from the man positioned on one side of the screen.
Strange.
It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
Sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want to read her live for old time's sake.
Oh my gosh, I was expecting this to be voiced. It is okay. I just need to remember where she sat at. And by where she sat at, I mean
Yeah.
voice-wise. You want me to accept that?
Sayako was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in the school?
I accept.
What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There's a lot I hadn't understood up till now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayako wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So, why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge.
Oh my god.
Huh? What I saw was me. And possibly, undeniably, me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, have absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya, Toko, Hina, everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then Kyoko, her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her his questions, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie. Looks like it broke. Out of service.
What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, it doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
Failure my ass, you got the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I came to this school. And I couldn't remember why my ultimate ability was.
But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine. It happened by chance. It seems too convenient.
A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Interview DVD has been updated.
there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all of our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Instead of spooky theme, we have this theme going in.
Oh my.
Well, I guess this would be a 0.2 split. For sure.
Of course.
Everyone, if you enjoyed this, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. The most important thing, though, that thou must absolutely do is have a nice day.
I'm going to bite Maya.
Okay, bye.